During the winter of my senior year of high school, my mother took me to the Ivory Coast, and that is a country in West Africa. It's right along the coast. And she took me to this village called Vieille-Cloche, which was the village that she grew up in and the village that my grandmother still resides in. We were there to take part in the village's Generation Festival. And this festival is one that celebrates the individuals in that village that reach their 70th years. And in a village like this, those that reach an age that high is something that is done by very few. It takes a lot of financial, physical, and emotional support from families, extended families, and friends in order to ensure growth and development of each of these individuals that lives in these regions. The festival was like nothing that I had ever experienced. I mean, there was music playing for at least 24 hours straight. It was great. At one point, we got to parade my grandmother around in the village on the streets with boom boxes on our shoulders and noisemakers. It was awesome. It's places like my grandmother's village that are responsible for the phrase, "It takes a village to raise a child." That concept plays out in the everyday lives of generations of individuals, families and neighbors who teach, coach, mentor those younger generations, even as the youth are also teaching them. It's a long way from the Ivory Coast to New London, but I found the same kind of community here. As a freshman, I was one of about 15 students in the Science Leaders program. I was excited and honored to be a part of this brand new initiative that the college made to foster science education among women and minorities. And in the 4 years since then, the college has met and exceeded my expectations in terms of developing me as a scientist. I've done research with professors, I've presented at professional conferences, and I went to Vieques, Puerto Rico for Thanksgiving break my freshman year. This past summer, I had an amazing college-funded internship at Mass General. And as a science student, I feel ready to pursue my dream of becoming a cardiothoracic surgeon. But what I did not expect was the extent to which I would develop my leadership experience here. This place, which is kind of like my village, provides me so many opportunities to learn, grow. In my first couple years here, I played lacrosse at the varsity level, and I stepped with the Camelbacks. Later, I became involved in student government, and I started working as an intern for the Think Safe project. And eventually, I was honored to be elected president of the student government by my peers. Each interaction with faculty, students, and staff helps me build on my academic strengths. And now this year, as SGA president, I feel like I can start returning that favor. And I'm doing my best to be helpful, give advice, and encourage interactions to help others make their own way here, as I have. Connecticut College has become my own personal version of my grandmother's village. And I've come to realize that Connecticut College itself has been shaped and transformed by each generation in the past and generations to come. Today, you will get the chance to see that in a new way, starting with my good friend, Christina Balcaran, who is a true star. Thank you.